Good morning, teacher, or good night. Our topic is cultural programs on TV. Our team is Jesus Ángel Luque Vidal, Diego Ibanera de Camacho, and Luis Orlando Galvez Gámez, and Roman Alonso Carvajal Morales. And our teacher is Aaron Solano. And we're going to start. What is a cultural program? A TV cultural program is a way of conveying world culture. It may be either local or global. It is like a program that is specifically to divulge culture, and it is a series in most of cases, but there have been produced recently many programs of mysterious and things like that. I don't really like that, but I rather scientific things like that could be proven, because then comes the ignorance and things like that. And they are very informative, and there are like in most of the channels, like you can find one at any time of the day. And the origin of the cultural programs. The cultural programs are transmitted since a long time ago through all the world. They started as short and little documental or radio investigation published in magazines, and talk about like more informally, because people then start to like them, so they had to evolve and be more serious. Like people start to took them seriously, so they had do to upgrade their job and do it as as great as they can. So that's it. What do cultural programs bring to the table? I think this is a very important point, because they start to reduce, people start to increase their knowledge and reduce ignorance among people to know many parts of the world, and or beauty, the beauty that there are in many parts of the world. I didn't know many. I will know not many, but I wouldn't know nothing about many parts of the world, like Venezuela. As I see in the TV, I would think, oh, Venezuela is horrible, but I have seen programs that shows that Venezuela have many beautiful parts, like natural parts, and a lot of beautiful things that are not shown frequently. And benefits of the cultural programs. The cultural programs have many benefits for the audience, like education, culture, and entertainment. Like I just said, it is very educative and informative. It reduces ignorance and it increases our general knowledge. I think they make us feel smarter, like, oh yeah, I know how a penguin poop or something like that. And also help a lot of childhood to develop curiosity. Like when I was a child, for example, I used to watch a lot of videos of tops, stings, and those things in YouTube, because I was very curious and I started to investigate more when I grew up. And I think many children liked that types of things. Types of cultural programs. Artistic, that could be paintings, books, artists. Geographical divisions, parts of the world, countries. Political, like type of politics, political governments. Democratics, and imperialism. Like it it is related kind of to historical. Scientists, that I think this is the most famous, that talk about normally about animals, space, and science things. Historical, about history. Ethnographic, like about people, society, and how people develop. Most famous cultural programs: History Channel, this one, Discovery Channel, National Geographic, Animal Planet, and Golden, I didn't know that had cultural programs, but as Golden says, it does have. I only know their movies, but I would watch them someday. History Channel, like more historical, and these three, it's more about science and animals and natural parts. How is produced a cultural program? It is very like not, yeah, it is long because if it is well made, uh, the producers will search for a lot of herb experts, meat experts, and have to find an interesting topic to talk about, like a topic that people would like and obviously generate money for them. And it would be better if it is comproved by a scientific method that there's nothing of mysterious and things like that. That I know it is well sold those things, but that's not good. I don't like that because then people think the flat earth and things like that, and also the production of photographers of the recording. And the future of cultural programs. In the future, cultural programs will be as useful as education that we have now, right now in school. And I think that's partly true because they will be very useful to know about the history of society and how fast are we developing, are we have been developing, and like how many cultural groups have surged in recent years, like for example, not right now, but in the 2000s, like when there was a lot of start to search, I don't know it's the exact year, but start to search a lot of division like punk, skaters, gamers, etc. And I think that that will be an interesting topic for a cultural program. And that's the end of the presentation. Thank you very much.